So Overwatch has released its newest collab with Transformers, and you want to find out, well, is it worth dropping your money for this bundle? Well, in my opinion, kinda. If you're like me, I'm a big fan of Transformers as well as Overwatch. But I gotta say that there are a couple of things that I wish they didn't do, and I'll get to that in just a second. But first things first, the goods. And I think the biggest good in here is gotta be Reinhardt as Optimus Prime. Now, the cool thing about some of these skins at least is that it does have the voice filter, so Rein does sound more like Optimus. And if you were to only choose Ryan's bundle, you get his skin, a highlight intro, victory pose, voice line, and player card. Now I gotta say with the highlight intro, obviously it was made for him with this skin on, but it's kind of funny seeing you use it with another skin because you kind of just get a bunch of chest in your face when you're using it, so you can kind of use it as a meme. If you were to ask me if you were to only buy one skin, which one to buy, I would have to really say Ryan, because bro, it's Optimus Prime. But moving on from that, we're gonna move to Ramatra, and he is Megatron. Now overall, this skin is pretty damn cool, but there's one problem for me, and that has to be the dreads. If the dreads came off of Ramatra in this skin, I think this skin would be an absolute 10, as he would really look like Megatron, and bro, he's a fucking robot. I mean, come on. With Ramatra, he also gets highlight intro, victory pose, player card, and voice line. Then moving on to Bastion or Bumblebee, this is a pretty good collab. At first, I thought it was going to be bad, and I thought it should have been Soundwave, because Soundwave kind of makes sense to me since he has Laserbeak, and Bastion already has a bird. But the more I think about it, kind of makes sense, as in the Michael Bay films and iterations of Bumblebee past G1, Bumblebee doesn't really talk. So this kind of makes sense since Bastion also doesn't really talk either. I think the best part about this is honestly the highlight intro, since compared to Ryan's highlight intro, it still makes sense even when you use a skin that isn't the Bumblebee skin. But overall, I gotta give this a 10. Last but not least, we have Illari as RC. Now, this is aside from Illari skin, but I really wish they added like maybe a Decepticon, because it's kind of weird that Megatron is the only Decepticon in this bundle when we have people like Starscream and Soundwave or Shockwave or anyone like that. Crying out loud, Echo could have been Starscream or something like that, and that would have been cool since she's already a robot too. But going back to Illari, I think Illari doesn't look bad. I think she's probably the weakest one out of the bunch. Illari doesn't get a highlight intro, but she gets everything else. But in my opinion, it's kind of eh. But now that I've showed you all the skins and what's in this bundle, is it worth buying all of this for freaking $60? Well, there is an issue when it comes to even buying it if you're considering. Let me explain. The issue is, even if you were to only want Optimus Prime, he costs $2,500. And if we look in the shop, it costs $20 to get $2,200. And that's not enough if we know simple math. Then it starts to click in our brain that, well, I either buy 20 and a 5, or I might as well just go up to the next big thing and get the 60. But then you're like, well, I might as well get another one. But then you realize if you buy one individually, you might as well get all of them, since buying them individually will cost more than just buying the whole bundle. And that's where the issue is. But that's honestly just modern gaming. But going all the way back to the question at the beginning of the video, is this bundle worth it? Well, to answer that, if you have $60 laying around and you can comfortably afford that and want the whole thing, yes, I honestly think it is. Because I like Overwatch and I like Transformers. But if you're only thinking about buying one, I would absolutely not do that, since you're going to go in a loophole for the reasons I said previously. But with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys agree or disagree with me and think the bundle is not worth it or worth it, let me know down below how you feel about it. Like the video, comment, subscribe, and with that being said, take care of yourself, take care of each other. Peace and love, baby.